There are three types of muscles in the body. The skeletal muscles, which is the voluntary muscles, or they are the muscles under your control. The next one is the smooth muscles and the cardiac muscles. These are involuntary. You do not have control over them. The skeleton muscles are most abundant in the body. They are located superficially and are found attached to the skeleton. The skeleton muscles perform the functions of motion, heat production, posture, and give the body its support. It is these muscles which help you walk and run. This muscle maintains posture by providing support around flexible joints. When a person performs strenuous exercises like sprint or long distance running, metabolism within the muscle increases and heat is produced. There are two types of skeleton muscles: red fiber and white fiber muscles. Red fibers contract slowly but are more sustained. They are fatigue resistant and do not tire. They are present in the muscles which maintain posture and long muscles of the back. They are called the anti-gravity muscles. They have a rich blood supply and they are high in myoglobin, and ATP is produced by the aerobic process. They have high glycogen content. White muscle fibers contract fast but are not sustained. They get tired easily and are present in the muscles of the eye. The second group of muscles, the cardiac muscle or myocardium, is an involuntary group of striated muscle found exclusively in the heart and is responsible for pumping blood throughout the body. The cells are usually branched and they are fatigue resistant due to the abundance of what you call mitochondria, and they initiate their own impulse to contract. These muscles are highly dependent on aerobic respiration and are highly fatigue resistant. Unlike the skeleton muscle, cardiac muscle has very limited capacity for regeneration after an injury, such as a heart attack. So, run with care. During running, it keeps the heart pumping efficiently and helps in circulation of blood and oxygen. The third group of muscles, the smooth muscles, is an involuntary non-striated muscle type found in the walls of hollow organs, blood vessels, and respiratory tracts. They regulate the essential body functions. The cells are spindle-shaped and are very slow to contract, and they maintain tone for long periods with low energy. They act through what is called the autonomic system, the hormonal system, or stress mechanisms to move substances or regulate diameter. During running, they aid in blood flow and digestion. They also control blood vessels and intestine diameter. They help in preventing cramps. It is important to understand the science behind refueling strategies of running. Our food intake comprises of three main components: carbohydrates, fats, and proteins, and also macronutrients. This food, taken in various proportions, fuel your body and run at various stages. Think of the body like a hybrid engine, which can utilize various foods to produce energy or ATP. It can use all three types of food to produce energy, but by different processes. In the beginning, the body uses whatever is easily available, like the carbohydrates stored as glycogen in the body. As the distance increases, these reserves begin to deplete. The body then turns to the stored fat for its energy needs. And in the final stages, it starts to use proteins, which is got from the very structure you are using to run. That is, the muscles. An ultramarathon is run with a careful balance of energy, diet, and will. The carbohydrate is the first fuel used. It provides quick energy with high intensity. It is stored as glycogen in the muscles and the liver. Normally, the glycogen lasts for about 90 to 120 minutes of your run. It is the main fuel used in the early and mid race. Fats provide energy slowly but are long lasting. They burn slower and need oxygen. It becomes important as the distance increases. There are huge reserves of fat in the body. It is the fuel which is used from mid to the late race. The next fuel to be used is the proteins. Proteins are not the primary fuel. It is used when glycogen is very low. It helps reduce muscle breakdown. It can be used in the late part of the race and when extremely tired. The electrolytes, sodium, potassium, and magnesium, help in muscle contraction and nerve signals. It is needed throughout the race. Your fueling strategy should keep the above in mind while taking in food during the run. A general rule during an ultra run is carbs should constitute 60 to 70% of your food, fats about 20 to 30%, protein about 5 to 10%. Electrolytes should be taken throughout the run. If you divide the run into three phases, early phase, mid phase, and late phase, we can come up with a fueling plan. The early phase, that is from 0 to 20 kilometers, the nutrient taken should be mainly carbs. The glycogen is high and body is fresh. You will be running at a steady pace and the body needs quick energy, hence carbs is the best fuel. In the mid phase, that is 20 to 40 kilometers, your glycogen stores are depleting and fat usage increases. During this phase, your hybrid engine uses both carbs and fat. So you have to provide the body with both. Eating food which gives you a sense of filling of the stomach or satiety helps. That is like potato or sandwich. Idlis also help. In the late phase, that is the 40 to 60 kilometers, glycogen is very low or completely depleted. The body will use fat mainly and a little protein. During this stage, you rely heavily on mental strength. Let us have a look at some of the Indian foods that provide the runner with the energy required. These foods are kept in most of the ultras and strategically placed, keeping in mind what is required and at which stage of the race. For quick carbs, banana, dates, raisins, and small pieces of jaggery are usually made available. For sustained carbs, boiled potatoes and salt, lemon rice, idli are a good source. In the OT run, potatoes were given, but unfortunately I did not get them as the race progressed. I was told it was over. During the middle to late period, fat plus salt combo is provided. Peanuts, chicky, dry fruit, and potato chips or wafers are provided. OT Ultron also provided peanuts, chicky, and potato chips. Electrolytes are provided throughout the race in the form of ORS solutions, lemon water, salt and sugar, and at times coconut water. In the OT Ultra, pieces of real lemon was provided. This, used along with salt, provides the electrolytes and also gives you the zinc to spur you on. During the late phase, proteins like peanut butter, paneer cubes can help. Peanut butter sandwich can also help. During the OT Ultra, I did not get any sandwich though it was provided. Since I was forming the rear of the race, most of the sandwich was over. To summarize what has been told, carbohydrates provide 4 kilocalories per gram energy. They give quick energy. They're generally used from the start to the mid part of the race. And they provide speed and intensity. Fats provide 9 kilocalories per gram. They provide slow sustained energy, generally used from the mid to the end of the race, and it provides endurance. Proteins provides 4 kilocalories per gram. It helps in repair and as a backup energy. It is used in the late stage of the race and prevents breakdown of muscles. The electrolytes generally do not provide any calories. They help in muscle functioning and nerve functioning. and they are usually provided throughout the race, and this prevents cramps. Generally, at the start of the race, carbs are provided, which is got from bananas and dates. The body is generally feeling fresh and energetic. At the mid part of the race, carbs and fat fuel your run. It is provided by idli, potatoes, and peanuts. During that time, there is slight fatigue. In the late phase of the race, the fuel is mainly fat and some proteins. Peanuts, chickpeas, and ORS will provide you with the required energy. The body at that time is feeling very heavy and slow. Throughout the race, it is a must to take electrolytes like ORS and lemon water. This prevents cramps. All the proteins, carbohydrates, and fat we eat is converted into what we call ATP, or adenosine triphosphate. ATP is the energy currency of the body and the muscle. Carbohydrates generally release quick and high energy, and fat releases slow energy. There are three kinds of energy systems in the body, each having a definite function to perform. The phosphagen system, this usually lasts just for 8 to 10 seconds. It gives you an instant short burst of energy, like when you're trying to escape a dog chasing you. Runners are surely familiar with such situations. It can also be used when you're trying to cross the road. The other system is called the anaerobic system. This uses glucose but without the need for oxygen, and usually it lasts up to 2 minutes. This is used for short and intense activity. This process releases lactic acid. The third system is called aerobic system. This is the main system which all long distance runners use. It releases energy more slowly, it is less intense, but it can last for hours and is used for endurance activities. This requires oxygen for its energy production. More than 95% of all energy used by muscles for sustained action comes from this process. All the three energy systems are active at any given time, but contribution varies depending on the activity. The phosphagen system is used by the muscle for power surges of a few seconds. The aerobic system is required for prolonged athletic activity, and in between is the glycogen lactate acid system, which is important for providing extra power during intermediate races such as 200 to 800 meters run. Understanding these systems can help the athletes optimize their training and performance and move them to specific goals they have in mind.